Sometimes you pray so deeply, so desperately, that the silence makes you wonder if God still hears you. You've cried, fasted, believed, and yet the answer seems to be delayed. The silence can feel unbearable. The waiting can feel like a punishment. But here is the truth you need to hold on to. God's delay is not his denial. Just because the answer hasn't come yet does not mean it won't. In fact, the very delay you are frustrated with may be the exact preparation your breakthrough requires. Think about Joseph in the Bible. He had a dream of greatness, but before the dream came true, he was betrayed, sold, and forgotten in prison. It seemed as if God had abandoned him. But in one moment of divine timing, the doors opened, and Joseph rose from prisoner to prime minister. The delay wasn't denial, it was preparation. Or Hannah, who prayed for years for a child. She waited and endured ridicule. But when God finally answered, her testimony became greater than her pain. And let's bring it closer to life today. A person may spend years sending out job applications with no response, only to later land a role that perfectly matches their purpose. A couple may struggle for years to conceive, but when the child finally arrives, they realize the timing allowed them to become stronger, more loving, and more prepared parents. Even in our own lives, the doors that once stayed shut can suddenly swing wide open when the season is right. Sometimes the waiting season feels like the hardest season of all. You see others moving forward, receiving blessings, achieving milestones, while you are still on hold. It is tempting to believe that God has skipped your name or forgotten your prayers, but waiting is never wasted with God. While you are waiting, He is shaping your character, building your patience, increasing your faith, and preparing your heart for what He has already prepared for you. If He gave it to you too soon, it might crush you instead of bless you. That delay is His love in disguise. Your situation may feel like it is stuck, but behind the scenes, God is arranging things in your favor. What looks like a pause is actually positioning. What feels like silence is God writing the next chapter. Delay does not mean rejection. It often means redirection or protection. So the next time you feel discouraged, remember, the waiting room is not the burial ground of your dreams. It's the training ground for your destiny. And when the breakthrough comes, it will happen so suddenly you'll understand why it took so long. God's delay is never denial. It is preparation for a blessing bigger than you imagined.